JaackMaate tweeted something nasty once upon a time. Let's get him kicked out of the jungle. Zoella said that gay men can't be macho 9 years ago. That must mean she's still homophobic. Tom Syndicate once referred to a bad goal on FIFA as a Jew goal.
He's literally Hitler. Can we all just calm the fuck down for 1 second, please? Hello guys, how you doing? It's me, JaackMaate. Today's video, if you haven't already noticed, is about cancel culture, whatever the fuck that means. It's cringy bollocks. That reminds me, that's the nickname my ex gave me when she saw me naked for the first time. Cancel culture, I guess, is the act of no longer supporting one's future endeavours upon discovery of their previous wrongdoings. And when you say it like that, in its literal definition, it seems quite reasonable. It seems fair. Because let's say, for example, that you are a fan of a non-specific family vlogging channel here on YouTube, and one day, within that non-specific family vlog channel, the non-specific dad of the vlog channel has suddenly loads of claims against him for noncing up his kid fans. You may then think, do you know what? I don't really want to watch this non-specific noncy dad anymore. Didn't like his fringe anyway. And of course that would be fine, that would be completely and utterly reasonable. The geezer's obviously done some proper fucked up shit, so therefore you shouldn't support him anymore. That'd be weird if you did. But that isn't what I'm talking about today. We need to separate those two things. There's a difference between cancel culture and rape, basically. Cancel culture is this kind of new age, recent sort of political correctness fad. So to start this video, and to start my main point, I want to bring up a tweet posted by Tom Syndicate 3 days ago. Is it Tom Syndicate? Is that what people call him? I'm 26 next month and I am so out of touch. Okay, so in this tweet, Tom says thus. I always like saying thus, because when you say thus, it makes you seem way more intelligent than you are. Thus. Or whom. Whom's good. It's just who in it with an M on the end. Whom. Just say who, you fucking prick. Oh god, so Tom said thus. About whom? Let's find out. Here you have it, folks. An article is running tomorrow centred around old tweets. Oh, a YouTuber's got dodgy old tweets. That's a news story. I can never condone my younger self saying stupid things. Except, Tom, I think you can, based solely on the reason you just gave. It's your younger self saying stupid things. Everybody's younger self has had stupid opinions before in the past, and I believe that more often than not they can be condoned because it's your younger self. People grow and people learn. He goes on to add, despite it being just banter between friends, which is more of a reason for no one to give a shit then. I'm English, I'm British, so I know a lot of you out there are British, and I think we'll all agree that here in this country specifically, not too sure about you Americans, but in England we often within our friendship groups push our comedy and push our banter to as far as we possibly can, because that's our culture, that's what we like to do. It's a laugh. If you can't joke about the closest and touchiest subjects within your group of friends, then when the fuck can you joke about it? Tom is about to share an email that he received by a journalist. We'll get to it. By a journalist that has found some old tweets and is ready to expose him. But instead of just exposing him, he does Tom a favour. He messages Tom 24 hours before to allow him the opportunity to respond. Slow clap for that, cunt. Okay, so Tom shares the email from a weird old bloke called Mr Shukman. So let's see what old Mr Shukman has to say, shall we? Hi Tom, I'm a reporter from the Times newspaper. Hi and welcome to 2019. Do you want to be a top-class journalist? It's easy. All you have to do is find a big YouTuber or a big celebrity and go through their old tweets until you find something slightly offensive. Then you can write an article about it and boom, you're a journo. You're not a journo because you can find some old tweets, you wanker. I'm researching an article about your channel and I'd like to give you the chance to respond first. What a lovely guy you are, Mr Shukman. Do tell us more. I was wondering what you made of the that's how I'm going to continue reading this email, by the way, because this isn't a proper journalist. This is just a kid digging for a story. I was wondering what you made of the comments posted on your Twitter account that included homophobic slurs and calling people Jew as what appears to be an insult. Oh. Calling people Jew as what appears to be an insult. This guy cannot even write a proper sentence, but apparently he's a reporter for the Times. Hi Tom, I want to know about you calling people Jew what appears to be insult. He goes on to say, I understand that rape train refers to a Call of Duty technique, although I'd also like to ask about some of the tweets made in reference to it. What the fuck gives this guy the right to find a tweet that was posted 7 7, 8 years ago and go, I demand an explanation. Sorry, Mr Shukman, who the fuck are you? If Tom's dad came over to Tom's house and went, Tom, why'd you say rape train? Then I guess he'd have to explain it because his dad brought him up, so that's the least you can do to your own father. But Mr fucking Shukman, from the time, fuck off! If a reporter comes to me and goes, Jack, why did you put this on your Twitter? Because I fucking did, cunt. Do one. Who are these people? I want to know why you said rape train in the way that you said it. Shut the fuck up, you silly little knobhead. So obviously this journalist wants to know why Tom used the phrase rape train, although he then literally goes on to say that he knows it's a Call of Duty technique. So that's why he used it. Just don't get me wrong, the phrase rape train could be highly offensive when used in certain contexts. He's using it to describe a call, or he's not even using it now. He used it back in the day to describe a technique in which he kills a lot of people in one move in a Call of Duty technique. Now, whether you don't like the word rape or not, sorry, it's a fucking word, deal with it. But the phrase rape train itself can be offensive when used in certain contexts. Here are 3 examples I've compiled in which the phrase rape train is not really acceptable. Let's go. Yeah, I was on the train last night and an absolute 10 out of 10 got on. Whew, you should have seen her, mate, she was a stunner. Yeah, no, I had to use my entire self-control to make sure I didn't turn the Virgin Express into a complete and utter rape train. In context, not on. Uncomfortable with that. Hi, my name's Whitney, Wisconsin, and for my next video, I'm gonna line up 9 Dalmatians in a row, and I'm gonna go through them like a rape train. Very, very uncomfortable with that one. Doesn't work. Very offensive. Hey there, my name's Chad. I'm a typical 19-year-old white college kid from the US, currently studying at Harvard University. This year for Halloween, I'm gonna dress up as Thomas the Tank Engine and drop some sleeping tablets into the punch bowl at the sorority house. Choo-choo! Here comes the rape train. There's just some examples of how the phrase rape train could genuinely be really, really offensive when used in certain ways. But Tom's used it to describe a Call of Duty, so who gives a fuck? The word rape is not inherently offensive. For example, if you call Batman a big black twat, it wouldn't be half as bad as if you said that to Morgan Freeman. It doesn't mean that you can't ever use the word black. This is basic shit, it really is. The email goes on to say, also, please can you explain your tweet that said, throw an Asian child at a wall? Okay, now this one's a little bit more literal. Tom saying, throw an Asian child at the wall. It's not a metaphor, that literally means throw small little Asian kid at the wall. Firstly, it's obviously just a silly little immature comment between friends on Twitter. Just a random sort of combination of words with no real intent behind it. I don't think for one second that Tom's going to rage quit a game of Blackout and end up in China at a nursery just lobbing kids. That would be an issue. There'd be a problem there. I think if he did that, then that would be very solid grounds to cancel Tom Syndicate if one day we just found him lobbing Asian kids at a wall. That would be mental. But I think we're all in the same boat here and we're all very aware it's just a silly comment. He's not actually going to do that. Mr Shukman ends the email with the following. This article is scheduled to run tomorrow. If you're able to respond by 5 PM, that would be great. I'm free to discuss this on the phone. Now, the guy just clearly wants a reaction, doesn't he? He wants a quote to be able to put into his article to give it more credibility. Because if Tom doesn't respond to it, he has responded, obviously, this is how I know about it, but if he hadn't have responded to it, this is just a selection of words on a bit of page that go, have you seen that guy over there that I've never met or spoken to once said this? To which the majority of people go, alright, but because Tom has responded, it kind of validates this guy's claim. It kind of makes people think, well, which way shall I look at this argument? This cancel culture stuff is such bullshit that it actually is starting to belittle and undermine the terrible actions that people have actually done in the past, such as genuine rape and sexual abuse and stuff like that, which many YouTubers on this platform seem to just get away with. Also, I probably shouldn't let this video go on any further without addressing, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, Jack, isn't this exactly what you do here on your channel? Yeah, it is. You're right. I'm a hypocrite. Bye! I'm joking, obviously. It's completely different, and I'll tell you for why. I strongly, firmly believe that there is a difference between making fun and calling out people for their mistakes that they're making now. Their real mistakes that they're making now that are actually affecting other people, as opposed to putting someone to trial for some throwaway comments they made 8 years ago. People grow, people learn, and people change. And if you're going to constantly punish people for old opinions, then you better fucking hope that you've never said anything even slightly dodgy, or your time will come. And if you are one of the people out there that do like to get behind this cancel culture stuff, then it's great that you have the energy and the time to do stuff like that. But why not put that energy and time into actually bringing people down that have done real stuff? Not tweets, not jokes, not dodgy opinions. People who have done real stuff. Analyse each case as its own entity and tackle it as you see fit. And finally, my last message is to those that have done shit in the past. I guess my question to you is, how bad really is the shit that you've done? If it was a joke, then don't worry about it, who gives a fuck? And if it was a fucked up opinion that you had on something, then hopefully you've changed, you've learned and you've grown. And if you haven't, and you still have that fucked up opinion on something, then it's your opinion. Have the fucked up opinion on shit, but just don't think that you're immune to hate or backlash when people come back at you for having that opinion, because clearly people will. I think we should probably just all lighten the fuck up a little bit, shouldn't we? Including me, and that's why I'm gonna pledge that my next 4 or 5 videos are going to be funny, sort of piss-taking videos. I'm going to find some shit content, I'm going to throw it at you, and I'm going to react to it. Because right now it's all got a bit fucking serious, and I do not like it. So I will see you next week, guys. I can't believe I had to say this video. It's nuts, isn't it?